under the line of poverty when it comes to water. Egypt, since 1923, there was an accord with, in 1923 we were around 10 million people, now we're almost 90 million people, or even more, and we are 600 cubic meters per capita. The line of poverty is 1,000, so we're under the line of poverty. And if this continues, it's getting even worse and worse and worse. This is what made me think about planting with different ways to save water. Water is a very big issue in Egypt, and it's even getting worse. My friend is Mona, she's Sudanese, we're neighbors, and this shows that all Africans, we're neighbors and friends, and she was one of the messages that came into my life telling me that Eco-Village is the solution for the world.
Thank you. I've known Rauya since a very long time, no numbers necessary. And when this project was born about 2006, 2007, I remember that she used to stay up all night, wake up at crazy hours of the day. All she cared about was actually, why are we letting people live this poor life? Why are we killing our planet? And there's got to be something that I can do. She left absolutely everything in her life and dedicated the 24/7 to this project. But it didn't stop at just fixing her homeland, Egypt, or creating her company, Ramsco, or representing Egypt as one of the leading women in so many aspects of sustainability in the environment. But she's now actually trying to go global and ringing the alarm bell that we must change. We must change the singular food on the table for the one and make it the collective table for everybody. Because I'm here today, but our kids may not have this food. There's no water here because we are abusing it. She's working on the desert with saline water that is very salty. She's empowering all these women that may have never had a choice or an option to have a life full of dignity that they have created for themselves through their own hard work. And at the end of the day, we have amazing food, and hopefully, if we are smart enough, if we listen hard enough, we'll be able to copy-paste this project to everywhere. We won't have any more hungry children. We won't have any more widows not knowing how to feed their kids.
It's not only that I like to talk, but I also like to walk my talk. And as I've said before, it takes nothing to dream and everything not to.
رانيا جزار، عندي شركة كيترينج، بهتم جدا بكل المنتجات اللي بتدخل المطبخ عندي. قررت أتعامل مع شركة رامسكو لأن بحب جودة الخضار بتاعتهم، وضامنة إن هم ما بيستعملوش أي كيماويات أو أي حاجة تأذي صحة أي حد من حواليا، سواء بيتي أو الكلاينتس بتوعي.
دلوقتي احنا بنتكلم عن براءة الاختراع اللي واخداها راوية هانم منصور بالنسبة لتوفير المية وزيادة الإنتاجية. هنا بنعمل عملية فرم المخلفات النباتية، وبعد كده بنعمل لها هنا عملية كمر هوائي، بنحط عليها بعض المكونات الأخرى مثل سبلة الأبقار، وفي بعض المكونات التانية اللي بتوفر مية بتساعد توفير المية زي البيوشار والبنتونايت. الحاجات دي كلها بنستخدمها وبنعمل لها إعادة الزراعة في الأرض مرة تانية على أساس نزود الإنتاجية بتاع الفدان حوالي أكتر من 25% زيادة، ونقلل من استهلاك المية حوالي من 30 ل 40% من المية، توفير مية.
I started my project like 11 years ago when there were some riots in Egypt about the prices of food security. I decided that I should do something for food security for Africa. Although Africa, I think we import around $27 billion worth of food. I think we should be autonomous because those who do not possess their food cannot take their own decisions. I did previously a study that we have enough waste in Egypt to plant around 1.5 million acres by using this waste as fertilizers and as biogas. The second thing is also, I have the full value chain where we start from putting the seed to distributing the products in the best supermarkets of Egypt. When I started my project, I was shocked by finding that the women farmer, the daily farmer, takes half salary that of a man, so I decided to give them equal pay. And now I'm glad to say that not only are my workers, the daily workers are women, but even my female leader engineer is a lady. And this will give them also the possibility to negotiate for themselves, to give them self-confidence and to delay their early marriages. If we do 234 villages, we can employ up to 10 million people. Coming to the problem of climate change, one of the patents that I have is biochar, which is one of the only ways to reverse climate change. It's by taking recycling, which is a circular economy, recycling all the agri-waste into biochar. For every ton that you put in the ground, in the desert land, it sequestrates 2.5 tons of carbon from the air. So this, by replicating those eco-villages in North Africa and in many desert areas, we can fight climate change. I think their life is about messages, and I got the message, somebody spoke to me about the biochar machines in France, and I wanted to bring them here to Egypt, but it didn't work out, so we invented our own biochar machines, and now they are being constructed in Egypt, and we hope one day to export them to Africa. This also leads us to, as I said before, to the jigsaw puzzle, where we are talking now about a circular economy, because we're using the waste from the agricultural waste we're turning it through pyrolysis in the machines that I have invented into biochar. I take this nomination with great honor and respect for all those, and I'm completely grateful to all those who have nominated me, and this puts a burden on my shoulders, or a responsibility, where I should take my project to a further level, where I would be fighting poverty and climate change.
This sand, this land, we will sow with our bare hand. The Nile that is mile upon mile, our lifeline. Daughters of Cleopatra, we are the land's farmer. Our faith, armor. Children of the desert, holders of our secret, will raise the flag of Egypt. Our motherland, Africa, is here today and must stay. So let's change our way.